They told him he was too small, too weak, too fragile to make it in the NBA. But Steph Curry didn't listen. He rewrote the rules. He redefined the game. And he showed the world that belief, combined with relentless work ethic, can destroy every limitation they try to put on you. This isn't just a basketball story. This is about what happens when you stop letting others define your worth, when you refuse to shrink for the comfort of doubters, when you choose to show up, even when the world says you don't belong. Steph Curry was overlooked his entire life. No big D1 offers, no headlines in high school, too skinny, too quiet, too different. But Steph had something no scout could measure. He had fire, he had focus, he had faith in a vision that no one else could see but him. When you've been doubted your whole life, you have two choices. Let it define you or let it drive you. Steph chose to let it drive him, to the gym, to the weights, to the lonely reps no one applauded, to the nights where everyone else rested, but he kept shooting. He turned disrespect into obsession, not to prove them wrong, but to prove himself right. You see, greatness doesn't come gift-wrapped. It comes through resistance, through repetition, through belief when no one is watching and no one is cheering. Steph Curry didn't just work hard, he outworked reality. He built himself into what the world said was impossible, and he did it with fundamentals, consistency, and unshakable vision. Every shot he takes now, the impossible threes, the logo bombs, the clutch game winners, they weren't miracles. They were earned. They were practiced. Thousands of hours, thousands of failures. That's what people forget. Behind the magic was method. Behind the talent was tireless repetition. And here's the part they won't tell you. Steph didn't just train his body, he trained his mind. He developed the emotional strength to stay calm in chaos, to stay focused when the pressure was suffocating, to lead with humility even when he became the face of a dynasty. Because the real game isn't just physical, it's mental. And Steph Curry is one of the strongest minds to ever touch the court. He walks with quiet confidence, no trash talk, no ego, just execution. He doesn't need to scream to prove a point. He lets his work speak. That's leadership. That's power. That's legacy. And here's what it means for you. You don't need to be the loudest in the room to be the most dangerous. You don't need everyone to believe in you, as long as you do. You don't need the perfect start, the ideal circumstances, or even natural talent. You need work, you need vision, and you need the guts to keep showing up. Because when you're overlooked, you're not doomed. You're free. Free to grind in peace, free to grow without pressure, free to sharpen your edge while they sleep on you. Steph Curry built his greatness in the dark, and when the lights came on, he was ready. So ask yourself, are you preparing in the dark or waiting to be seen? Are you waiting for validation or building your value when no one's watching? Champions aren't made in the spotlight. They're built in silence, in struggle, in failure after failure, in reps no one counts. Steph didn't need hype, he needed hunger. And so do you. The truth is, you can be unstoppable. Not because it's easy, not because you're guaranteed anything, but because you decide to be, because you outwork, outgrow, outlast. Like Steph, you don't need to be expected. You need to be exceptional. And that starts with how you show up today. Steph Curry didn't change the game because he asked permission. He changed it because he brought something no one else could replicate. His focus, his faith, his fire. You want to change your life? Start there. Don't talk, train, don't wait, work, don't wish, win. And if this message lit a fire in you, don't let it burn out. Hit that like button. Share this with someone who's grinding in silence. And subscribe to Limitless You, because we're building a movement of warriors, winners, and relentless minds. This is your reminder that underdogs don't just survive. They rise. They break the rules. They become legends. Now go become one.